it's funny because you see all these people who do this along the lines of, okay, well, we're going to do this and we're going to make sure our numbers are up. The I had a journalism professor once who, or an editor rather, who at my first job, at my first paper, who said, be brilliant at the basics.
Mm.
And if you can't be brilliant at the basics, you can't really do a lot for anything else. So that's really where you are.
Great point.
Yeah, yeah, and really, if you're doing all that stuff on Facebook and Twitter and no one's engaging, like you mentioned, no one's sharing, no one's commenting, no one's coming to the airport with steak for you, I want you to share that story. But just to back up a little bit, seeing you at Icon, I mean, I think I posted on Twitter, you were freaking hilarious. Like, I couldn't stop laughing. It was just the things that you were saying were so poignant. I mean, just straight to the point and really made sense. So it really, really stuck with us.
How do I best phrase this? I was always the kid who got in, shall we say, trouble in high school for never being quiet, and I love the fact that I can use that sort of sense of humor, that attitude type thing that I have to actually help people now. To me, that's like the highlight, And so being able to tell a story that makes people laugh but also benefits people, it is like a dream come true. There's really no other way to put it. It's like a dream come true, and it's just a lot of fun. And the fact that people get things out of it are sort of an added bonus.
Absolutely, and not just, we've seen speakers where we're falling asleep because they're just droning on and on and on, but just having that engagement, like it was so engaging, so it was really, really cool.
So one little piece of take from that, we do a lot of workshops, not near the size that we had at Icon, but we do workshops, and you inspired us to take a leap that we've been playing with, which is to not close caption, as you call it.
Ha
Actually, we were in the middle of a workshop on the 1st, so last week. It was in the evening, and I'm talking, and I must have been looking at the screen or looking at my computer, and all he says is closed caption. As I'm talking, as I'm presenting, I was like, oh my gosh, he just did that.
And don't forget also, it's a lot safer without PowerPoint. I had God, I'll never forget, I was in Singapore, which is not known for being the loosest of countries, and someone was giving us, and it was not me, but someone was on stage, and they were giving a speech, and they were using PowerPoint, and they were connected to the Wi-Fi, and they had never shut off their instant message, and how shall we say, awe-inspiring photo from the man's wife or girlfriend or something showed up on the screen. The screen was the size of a house. The 4,000 people there. It was the first time I applauded that whole week. So it was yeah, no PowerPoint. Save yourself the embarrassment,
But it sounds like occasionally a PowerPoint has value.
Look, I'm not. If you're a scientist, if you're doing a lot of numbers, if you're showing figures, there is a place in the world for PowerPoint. And there are some people I know who make the world's most beautiful PowerPoints out there. But if you're using it as a crutch, there are some beautiful crutches out there. I'd still rather not be using a crutch. I'd rather walk on my own 2 feet. What's the website? Prezi is a great website that shows some of the best presentations out there, and there are truly beautiful. My wife's a creative director at a major agency. She'd kill me if I said I didn't like PowerPoint, because she makes PowerPoint and they sing and they taste like pumpkin. I don't know how the hell she does that, but it's just not my thing. I on the other hand, I am much better at getting on stage and talking to. I have an assistant. The rule to Megan, you've dealt with Megan in scheduling this. My rule to her is, Megan, get me on stage. That's how you do it, what you do to get me there. I don't care. I am at my best when you get me on stage.
So let me just say this. Megan has been a pleasure to work with. Big thumbs up. And, man, I wish we could steal her or at least find one like her.
Awesome. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.